Hey everybody, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program RP-0. We're here in the VAB, taking a quick look at the Omega-1A, capped off with a Zenith Blue 5. This is the module that we intend to send to orbit the moon. Luckily, thanks to the absolutely excessive power of this rocket, we're going to be using it to do some other testing as well. But first we gotta make some room. Lots of room. And add ourselves a yeah, I'm worried about tolerances and clearances right now, but we're gonna make that guy good and tiny. What node did he just go into? There he is. And yeah, we certainly don't want him there. We want this to fire probably after that separation for the time being, because I have made a thing that needs testing, and it's here in subassemblies. And here it is, the LEM Mark II, which LEM stands for Lunar Excursion Module, and this is part of our planning phase for flying the moon. Alright, so we just need to say yes, we do in fact have clearances. I probably need to go through and lock a bunch of things on these tanks. Dang it. Nope, that's not it. Alright, come on. Nope, alright, fine. We're gonna have to pop these fairings off. We're gonna have to readjust staging anyway. No hydrazine in there either? Uh-oh, did I mess up? Food, water, oxygen. Waste type, and that's just a docking clamp, so I guess I put all the hydrazine in here. Oh, and I locked it. Good for me. It's only 110 units though. I hope that'll be enough. Let me make sure that these are configured for hydrazine. Oh, we could switch them to Aerozine 50 and NTO, because that's what this engine uses. That could be ridiculously fatal. Watch me do too much maneuvering and not have enough to do anything. So based on looking at that alone, I guess you can tell how I'm going to be approaching this whole thing. There is a descent stage and then an ascent stage. If you look at this, you'll notice that I've removed the ablator from this command pod. That saved us roughly half a ton of weight, and since I had no plans on bringing it back anyway, it serves, it's pretty useful for us to do that. And of course, that is the propellant only docking port, because that's all we have at the moment. Let me just double check these. Set to hydrazine, good. Go away. Uh-oh, is that as high up as I can go? That's as high up as I can go. I will need to add a docking port to the top of this, but first, I think that we need to make sure that our staging is okay, because I'm sure the lander threw a bunch of stuff into chaos. Alright. I do not want to activate those engines on decoupling. That's to decouple that. Thrusters can go in with those engines also. That's that decouple, that's that decouple. That is also going to fire away those fairings. So really, I guess, all things considered, to make sure that we don't accidentally stage some stuff, we can put all of that up top. That's that decoupled, good. After that has decoupled, ooh. What for what? Oh, those are the fairings on the LEM, so that's our SEP stage for the LEM. Boom, boom, boom. Right. We want these engines down here. Yeah, to fire directly after that staging, this staging event, really. And that's fine. So that's... those can go with those. This can go way up top now. It's also the engine on our ascent stage. We want to... whoa, come on. There we go. And that will turn on after that. That can take also those thrusters, although I'm sure they'll be on well before that. Yeah, okay. Parachutes obviously can be the absolute last thing ever. So that's our LEM SEP, that's our ascent stage engine, that's our descent stage engine, and that's all of that. Alright, now we can adjust this height back down to something a little more reasonable. There we go. And put our shroud back on and watch it double in size instantly. Oh man, that's so awkward. Oh, that's so awkward. Alright, and now we need to adjust everything up here. Let's lower you down a bit. Launch escape system can be moved to the side. These antennas are going to have to be relocated. As are these thruster ports. You're gonna have to go, little dude. Alright. That's a hydrazine tank. Let's go get our docking port and see what kind of size we're dealing with here. Actually, that's not entirely too awkward. You know, I mean, it kind of fits. It's a sort of fit. How do we do our launch escape tower on that? I wonder. Because before, yeah, watch that not end up at all in the right place. Yeah, what? Boom, 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 boom. We need to put all of you in your own stage to be relocated later. Whoa, what is... Alright, and now we need to move you way down the list. Probably to, yeah, after second stage. Let's make sure I didn't screw up those fairings. Boom, boom, okay. And the other thing we need to do is flip this guy around so that he separates with the tower. Where did it go? Okay. Decouple, burn, 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 burn. Excellent. Alright. Antennas. I don't know why that thing's screwing up our Christmas. Alright. Now then, actions. Boot sequence. activate. Solar should be untouched. 9 is solar panels, Communitron. That's probably the boot on the LEM. If not, we can toggle those manually. Those aren't that big of a deal. And let's make sure our abort sequence is good. Other abort, parachute arm, sep, decouple. Perfect. That's that. So next is going to be a simulation of riding this guy to orbit and tooling around, making sure all of our systems work. We still need to go a bit higher to get this rocket out of the ground. Now obviously to get it all the way to the moon is going to require a bigger lift vehicle. I know this is kind of our workhorse heavy right now, but we're actually going to have to do something a little more major. So let's rename this Zenith Blue 5 LEM Test Vehicle. Save. We can build one of these in 177 days. That's pretty good. So simulation time, 31 minutes. It only cost us $4 grand, 4,300 roughly. Not too shabby. No, not too shabby. Alright, and we're out on the pad for... Wow, that's just awkward. Alright, sorry, just making sure things didn't lock up on us. SAS is on, throttle set to full. Val at the controls of this simulated run. Ignition looks good, although the rocket didn't fully fuel. I forgot about that. Good thing this is a simulation, and good thing we're only trying to go to a low Earth orbit to just do some medial testing. I cannot believe I forgot about fueling the rocket. Oh hey, we didn't get an avionics slot. That's new. Alright, well, enjoy the ride up. I'm probably going to speed this up in post, and I will see you guys when we are either crashing back mercilessly or safely in orbit. Perfect. The launch escape tower took the decoupler with it, leaving our docking port free. But will those antennas get in the way? Well, I guess we'll see. Well, this suddenly got a lot more interesting. It turns out our heavy lifter can't lift this to orbit. Alright. So, what we are going to have to do we're gonna switch to docking mode so we don't accidentally stage anything. is turn around, dock, and then hopefully use some of the fuel in the LEM to finish our push to orbit. I have not ever done a successful docking in RP-0. So this is going to be very interesting. And considering that time is an issue, because yeah, we're already starting to fall back. Oh crap. And we have 19 minutes left on our simulation time. That was super expensive to buy, by the way. Alright, now we're moving forward. We should still have control here. Deploy bumper. Set as target. God damn it. Oh, so uneven. Oh God. Some super powerful magnets, it would seem. All right, back up, back up, back up. Linear down. All right, come on. Nice and steady. Stay on target. Yes, this is exactly how much of a hassle this is going to be on a lunar transfer. only without the added pressure of a sudden and terrible re-entry. Come on. Oh, I'm a little off angle. Bumpers have deflected us away. I guess that's the point of a bumper. Come on. We're just rubbing ports here. Tracked bumper. Ha! Docked! Huzzah! Control from here. Decouple. Alright, and I guess our next 4 engines... No, let's... I can't select. Alright, control from here. Well, we can dock them. That was the first big challenge. Alright, our service module engines are active. Open up our solars. God, so much hydrazine being used. I guess I did unlock it, so we'll just close those off. Why is nothing up here working anymore? Did I use... Yep. Alright, so we're going. How much delta V do we have in this configuration? Less than 1,800 meters. Around 1,800 meters per second. So we're going to have to seriously update our command pod if we want to have enough to slow down at the moon and to orbit insertion at the moon and have enough to come home. So there's a couple more redesigns in the work. No big deal. Right now I would just like to see this thing in orbit. I swore I had another hydrazine tank in here somewhere. There it is. Okay. Disable crossfeed. Just for the time being. Oh man, we're about to start entering the atmosphere. This is gonna be bad. Oh, this is gonna be so bad. Science check, telemetry, biosample, temp scan, Geiger, gravity, micrometeorite, atmospheric pressure, micrometeorite again, telemetry, crew report, biosample 2. Perfect. All applicable science experiments are in their appropriate place. Docking was successful. We can move stuff around, although it took entirely too much fuel to perform that docking. I'm guessing hopefully in the actual mission we won't have to switch to control from the LEM. and we can just do it all from the command service module, thus saving every precious resource on board the LEM, because Lord knows it's going to need it way, way more. Alright, we are in the atmosphere currently. And probably not doing so hot. Oh yeah, it's pretty steep. We should maybe be doing one of these. A lot of one of these. Alright, well, our periapsis is coming up pretty quickly. That's good. We've got 11 minutes left in the simulation. We should be fine, right? Totally fine. Everything's fine. Because if we could just get to orbit, Val can test some of the other systems on the LEM, and that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? There's somewhat orbital. Now we should just go ahead and keep it up like this. We need to raise that periapsis. You know, if we could be at periapsis, that would be great. I would accept that. So, if periapsis hits 113, oh god, how have we not started to overheat and die? Let's see if that's a little better. Nope. Alright. It is what it is. Oh man. How much of this do we have to endure? We're going to fall all the way to 103, and then when we start going back up, Val's gonna... Well, there's not enough air to get rid of her, right? EVA. Let go. Turn on your... Oh, God, I hate when it does this. So you're going to have to EV over to the LEM. Grab. Board. No actions available. That's interesting. Okay, that still works. Well, a lot of things from Earth's upper atmosphere we don't have. 9 deploys those. These we have to do manually, what we would do after separation. So, open hatch. Close hatch. How do we undock? There it is. Undock. Alright. Docking mode. What's up? Oh, I locked all your hydrazine. Alright, and then activate those engines. A little more air than we'd like. Let's see how this works. Do. Awesome. She can seamlessly transition onto the ladder. Perfect. Board. No. Get to here. Then board. I would like for it to be a little more stable. Alright. One more EVA test. Oh, wait. We have to do a thing first. Observe. Keep. EVA. Let go. Alright, we're on a time crunch here, Val. I need you to work very quickly. I know, you've got a spinning spacecraft. It's uncomfortable. Nobody likes it. You're technically in the atmosphere. Life is very hard. Come off it. Collect, remove. Yes, we can in fact do that. Good. I'm not sure about a lot of the functionality of things with all the changes to RP-0 and whatnot. Grab. Thank you. Board. Kill that. Alright. We should probably retract the ladder before stage sep. 3, 2, 1. Stage. Mission. What happened to all the fuel? Oh, I guess it was being used by the LEM? Or in our initial push, or... That's no good. Why aren't we ullaging? Alright, let's point to our prograde vector and see if that doesn't help our ullage a bit. Oh, it'll be this way then. And if that engine doesn't fire, then we're in a lot of trouble. Why won't you ullage? Ah. There we go. Whew. And so now you've gotten a nice secret look at our plans for the moon. Still showing a net negative on that electric charge, even with both panels fully in the sun. Are they? Somewhat. That's never a good thing, but yeah, X infinity, 8 days. Here's hoping. So, we need to work on a lifter, and we got a couple of changes to make, but proof of concept is there. This thing essentially works. So that's going to do it for our simulation. That's going to do it for this episode also. So anyway, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I do appreciate it, and I will see you all next time.